not crazy, it's amazing.
It's not crazy, it's amazing.
Not crazy, it's amazing.
We don't say, we ain't crazy.
We not crazy. We not
And the universe not giving us these signs because the universe crazy.
That's absolutely right. The universe is amazing. So we're amazing. We're producing amazing. So we only saying amazing things.
Period. In real life.
In real life.
All right, boom. Check this out, King Eagle. All right. King LaRod, check this game out, King. So, the theme of it, right? So, the theme of all this will come back to controllership. Right?
That word is amazing, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Controllership. But the lesson, right, that's the theme, what we're coming back to. But the lesson actually is exposing the wealth gap. Right? So we ain't talking about bridging it yet, we ain't talking about closing it yet, we talking about exposing the wealth gap. Check me out. And this is crazy. I'll talk to you about how in the English language, in this system, how they play with words, and words are like sorcery. There's so much magic and power in words. So, what you'll see marketed, this is a preview to the corner class starting in Brooklyn, New York tomorrow on Linden and, Van Sicklin. On the corner of Linden and Van Sicklin tomorrow in East New York, Brooklyn. We tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, pull up. We in the Bronx, on the courthouse steps of the Bronx on 8-5. That's Thursday. And we in Newark, New Jersey next week off my block, South Tiffin, Springfield. So check this out, though. So we talking about exposing the wealth gap. I posted something on social media that was a screenshot of a TV that everybody shared, right? That talked about the wealth gap being the median, right? The median household income, household net worth, right? That's wealth, that's net worth. Right? For white families was approximately 171,000. And for black families was 17,500.
Wow.
That makes everybody go, wow. Ooh, look at this gap. We got work to do, right? This is a wow factor. I'm about to double wow you. What does this mean to you? When you hear this, the median household net worth is this. What does that mean to you per family?
I would say that's the median household net worth of each of those for each family is somewhere in the middle, right? That means that we are somewhere in the middle in those households.
This is how they play with words, y'all. No, does not mean that, and it doesn't mean the average. Median does not mean average in math class. Mean means average. Median is a series of number and a one in the middle. So meaning 1, 2, 3, 300, 700, 45, 80, doesn't matter. A series of number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. All we want is the one in the middle. 3 there. That's the median. So, no eraser. We don't need no eraser. Leave it up. Check it out. The average, the mean, the average household income for white families in America is $1,033,000 and change. That's the average household income, household net worth for a white family. The average white family in America are millionaires. The average median net worth for black families in America is $331,333.
And that's median.
That's mean, average. This is the average net worth of a black family. The average net worth of a white family. This is white families who are number one. Right, we ain't being racist here. It's number one. And last place, us. The difference in this is 2,466. This is our wealth gap.
That's the gap.
Our gap is not the perceived gap of 143,000 or whatever this number is right here.
Right.
So it's not this little number we got to make up, family.
It's this number.
It's this number.
Which is double which is actually double our average
family net worth.
Holy.
So in order for us to bridge the wealth gap in real life, the 15 million, mind you, there's 15 million black families in America. There's 100 million white families in America. So, but mind you, when you look at the wealth gap, I'm not comparing 100 million versus 15 million. I'm saying family per family average.
Right.
So we look at 15 million white families
right.
versus 15 million black families. The actual wealth gap is $10.5 trillion. That's our wealth gap, family. $10.5 trillion we got to make up in order to close the gap in real life. So that means
just to be on the same level.
Just to be on the same level, family per family. Now, if we wanted to catch up the 15 million versus the 100 million, the wealth gap is $98 trillion. $98.5 trillion. That's the disparity truly in America, not this. They play with words and numbers to get false perceptions. Now, we're working harder thinking, all we got to do is come up with another 143,000 per family, and we caught up family per family.
Right.
Wealth gap only this small.
One house
white
away.
family household only 171,000. No, the average white family is actually millionaires.
Right. Because if that was the case, then everybody could just buy one house or what have you, and then their net worth would go
So
up.
I was teaching a strategy to catch us up, and the CFO of my church pulled my pastor's card and emailed me like, yo, no, look at these stats. The bro got it wrong. It's not median, it's mean. They had me tricked.
Right.
So what that means is that for us to catch up, that means, now mind you, there's two kinds, mind you, this quarter class preview. This how we going in, 11 cities, 8 weeks, in every hood, in real life.
Brooklyn better show up. Brooklyn, I'm Brooklyn. Y'all better show up.
Listen, so we got a legacy blueprint strategy to get every family to $702,466.33. Right? We got a blueprint to do it. And here's the dope part about it. We can do it in 2 ways. We can do it based on our living net worth. So that means like you and I right now, us taking our assets minus our liabilities and debt, and what are we worth? And if we got our families up to 702,000 net worth, we did our part for our community, for ourselves, for our last names first. And then secondly, for our community, we can say we met our wealth gap goal.
Right. We did our part.
We did our part.
Right.
We took out of the 15 million.
We did our part.
We did our part in bridging the gap, right? That's on living net worth, 702,000, right? Now, we all also have the opportunity, maybe you don't hit this number during your lifetime, but you learn the strategies to set your family up so they can be the next generation to get us closer to this goal.
That's correct.
And now we got something that I also coined. The universe gave me net worth AD. Never even heard that before.
Net worth AD.
Never heard a financial advisor use that. Never heard Wall Street use that. Never heard nobody use that. Net worth AD.
Like DC.
Your net worth after death.
After death.
Or at demise.
Got it.
Because if I got a life insurance policy, I might have a $700,000 net worth. I might got a $70,000 net worth. Maybe I'm grinding and working my way towards it. But if I got a $2 million life insurance policy, I know my current net worth is only 30 grand.
Right.
But my net worth AD is 2,030,000 grand.
Absolutely.
So at least when I die, I know I played my part.
Right.
In bridging the wealth gap
in
and setting up my heirs.
And in this time, you can quantify. You can see where you're going.
You can quantify, and it takes pressure off you as a family CEO. Let's get this, King E. Be the CEO of your last name in the Black House, real life. We don't just talk about it, we build it. Come back here, E. So you can quantify, so it takes pressure off you as a family CEO to be like, yo, all right, I'm building my net worth up. I'm grinding in my businesses, my real estate portfolio, my stock and crypto portfolio, right? I'm doing what I gotta do, I'm learning new stuff. I got my irrevocable trust, right? I'm doing the ATM business, the vending machine business. King E, black owned vending machine provider. Our vending machines in our building, black owned.
I saw him. As I would come in,
he's the entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
So I don't care if it's Forex or whatever you're doing, you might be getting that going, but if you get your irrevocable trust, your will and your estate planning, you get your life insurance strategy down, term, which I don't really, if you got to, IUL or whole life,
Whole life,
right? I'm an IUL guy, cool. But you could set your family up and you could know that, listen, while I'm grinding and trying to get my thing up right now, I know I at least got us when I go. Because I'm going to die.
Right.
You're going to die. We're all going to die one day. Now, we hope that day to be as far prolonged as possible, but we know that we're going to have a demise.
Right.
So we can always set up for our post-life net worth AD and use that to also be the next generation or the segue to bridging the wealth gap.
Absolutely. Yo, what's so powerful about this is, and this is dope, man. I'll be honest with you, is that everybody starts to look at what they're dealing with right now, right? Like, I know what my numbers is in my account. I know where I'm at in my money. But if I could actually start tracking on a regular basis what my AD is, here's what my AD is while I'm living right now, so I know where to shoot. Oh, my AD went up, so I'm still operating from my accounts right now, but I'm also I have my accounting tracking my AD. I got everybody else who's a part of my financial portfolio, people in my investment strategies. They also know that I, along with everything I'm doing, also measure my AD. How is it going to impact my AD? If I buy this, or if I sell this right now, if I sell this, I take a tax ramification on it. How does it impact my AD?
Correct.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty dope. That's really dope.
If I get the irrevocable trust and get the charitable trust foundation, and then I could defer my taxes now and keep more of that cash now, I can increase my AD by deferring those taxes to my heirs, by controlling my heirs how to defer it through a future trust, because it's irrevocable, it lasts for 350 years plus a renewal. What I'm giving y'all the game is that, again, controllership is greater than ownership.
I don't think you explained that. You didn't explain controllership.
I gotta say something for the corner class.
Say something.
I gotta say something for the corner class. You're looking at a former corner boy, 10 years in the game, 95 to 2005, decade in the dope game, in real life. Ain't told on nobody, did all my time, did it the right way. No clown stuff, no clap stuff. No online games and gimmicks, a real one, in real life. That's why I go to these inner city street corners in every single hood and get the love I get on Murder Mac and Bewick in Detroit, in East New York, in Newark, New Jersey. Because I live off integrity and principle. I don't care what they say online. I stand up, chest out. So, that same corner boy came to the corner office or to the conference room, the O.W. Gurley conference room, helped develop the O.W. Gurley Black Wall Street conference room, helped develop the Marcus Garvey conference room upstairs. The same corner boy was able to also bring this game back to our people and then show our people how the controllers play. Because that's what they're doing in the system. They're not trying to own everything. They're trying to control everything and own nothing. And that's the game, is to have the control, build the, and that's why they use these words, to trick us. Think about it. You basically make your moves off of goals and targets. If you believe that the wealth gap is this, then our target becomes smaller.
Small. So that if you even don't hit it, say, I'm shooting for this target, but if I hit here, you still think that you in the,
bro,
yo, I'm somewhere close to this. And we so far off because the number's over here.
That's the real target.
But if we shoot it here and maybe we miss it, but we end up around 400, 500, we still
chipped away at it though.
Major impact.
We chipped away at it.
2-3 generations, man, we got some serious stuff happen.
Listen, I want to make it less about me. So that's one of my goals. But I do want to talk heavy in this regard. As you guys watched us in 2012, essentially spearhead, pioneer, as Earn Your Leisure called it, the pioneers and trailblazers of the economic revolution, of teaching education online, right? There was very few people in the last 10 years that have been teaching this game online. And now it's a wave, it's a revolution. That's what we encourage, what we want. We want a bunch of black entrepreneurs and others giving out wealth game and education and putting us on the game. But I'm going to tell you right now, you have very few that are teaching you the game at this level. Anybody can teach you a hack or a trick or a fraudulent way to do credit or some kind of way to beat the system to get a little baby bag now. I'm not trying to show you all and show us how to just to get a bag.
Right.
I'm trying to show us how to keep the bag, how to grow the bag, how to protect the bag and pass it on. That's the legacy blueprint. It's not about us just getting something like, for instance, we be so into chains and planes and shiny things. That's like goofy. That's goofy when you down 450 years to zero. When you down 702,000. But you feel like you somebody because you got a new diamond chain. You somebody because you got a car or a plane. Like this? To 10.5 trillion? To 98.5 trillion? Of big homie talk. Because I was in the streets, I was a big homie. I went from corner boy, slinging for others, paying my money for little local wholesales, doubled my money. Then I found my plug in Harlem, 138th Street on Broadway. Made my way to New York, took that down south. And I've always been on plug action. I've always been on controllership action. I don't want to just be the local corner boy that owned the block. I don't want to be the local runner who's a broker on the block. I always have to put myself in a position to be a controller of the exact operation in the whole game. That's what I want to teach us to do legitimately and legally at this corner class tour. 11 cities, 8 weeks, all over the country. Cornerclasstour.com or text 404-737-5751. Text the word corner class to join us for corner alerts. We start off in Brooklyn tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on the block. That's Linden Ave in Van Sicklen. We're going to be on the street corner teaching this high-level game. And the blueprint, how we build family wealth, how we create cash, keep cash, grow cash, protect cash, and pass it on in real life. And start playing the game like the system, like the controllers, and like the kings and queens that we are. So with that part, I'm out.